Let me see how this goes. Hi everyone. So today's walk is in the snow. Yeah, for some reason we have a micro blizzard. I mean, I think pretty much everyone is at this point, but go for a nice walk. Still got mum here. Yeah, mum here. I've got a new phone with slightly better quality, so if the video looks better, that's why. The battery on this one's nicer. I've got no idea what to talk about today because I had some bad news. So, for those of you who don't know, Tasha has been held by the hospital. They wanted to do some extra medical work. I know, because she was quite a complicated case. And what she died from was quite expansive. There was a lot going on. So they held her back. Now we currently have a doctor's strike. So they're actually going to have to hold her body back even longer, and they can't give us a date, which means everything's going to be pushed back. So we can't sort out the banks, we can't sort out benefits, we can't talk to government people, can't talk to citizens' advice, can't do anything. It's very hard to concentrate on days like this. So instead of telling you a story, I'm going to give you a piece of advice. See, me and Natasha, I commented before on the fact that we did argue. Life got quite stressful at times. And but we came up with a solution. And I believe it's a solution that could help a lot of couples out there. And it's 3 words. Comfort or advice. And it's very simple. Everybody is allowed to have a bad day. Everyone is allowed to have a terrible day at home. Everyone's allowed to have a terrible day at work. The fact is, when you see your partner, you want to vent. Everybody does. But get into the habit of asking the question, do you want comfort or advice? Because that will detail the response that you should have. You know, I would come home from the pancake house and I'd be venting about trays being too hot, plates burning off my fingerprints and, you know, that sort of stuff. And Tasha would be, do you want comfort or advice on this one? So if it was advice, she'd tell me to wear better gloves or to complain, to, you know, there would be actual advice. And if it was comfort, she'd listen to me, I'd get a cuddle, and then we'd pour a drink and just carry on an evening. And it's so useful asking that question, because there is nothing worse than wanting to just sit down and vent and have a hug and someone's trying to tell you how to make life better because you really don't care. And it's not because you don't care, it's because you just want to de-stress. But there's one other little rule that we had. You get into an argument, it can get loud, it can get heated, everyone can say stupid things. Rather than that, any person call a 5-minute timeout. You hold the argument exactly where it is, on the understanding you will come back to it. Both of you separate, get a drink, have a wee, make a cup of tea, whatever. 5 minutes later, you go back and you carry on that argument from exactly where it was. Everybody will have a chance to think about their answers. Everybody will have a chance to think about what they said. And more often than not, you'll find the argument doesn't go very far because everyone's had a chance to calm down. If anybody gets anything out of this, I want you to understand that you're allowed to argue. Everyone's allowed to be in love and argue. I don't think I expected the weather to be this bad today. Still, let's see how close I get to those 10,000 steps. By the way, 7 days in, I am over 80,000 steps at this point, so I am well on my target, which is really nice. At least in weather like this, it's nice to get home. We have a wide, varied selection of cups for tea. It was one of those ones, you'd always have a set that was bought for you. They just sat in the cupboard. I mean, I have a wide, amazing set of cups that are, you know, various different sizes. I've got one that holds 1.5 pints. It's like, when am I ever going to drink that much tea? I mean, I do drink that much tea, but that's not the point. So I hope this has been a bit more informative, and obviously with the delays it's going to be tricky arranging stuff. I'll keep everyone informed, but are you going to unlock?
No, you locked up.
No,
I haven't got the key.
I don't have the key.
Well, I haven't got the key.
Did you leave it on the kitchen side?
No, you locked up. You walked out last.
No, it's not that I walked out last. I didn't unlock last time we arrived.